Send it.
Sanctuary.
Send it. All right. Good evening. Okay. Let me pin the form in here. Good evening.
I'm actually
almost taken aback that we're live. Okay.
Let me.
Let's go. It's gonna be a very scuffed stream. Let me know if the audio levels
taken
and
aback
everything
that
are
we're
okay.
live.
My mic is.
Let's go.
It's
It's
gonna be a very scuffed stream.
So,
Let me know if the
yeah.
audio levels and everything are okay. My mic is as scuffed as it can be.
So,
Aha.
oh, the thumbnail is
Yeah,
also really scuffed.
Audio levels and everything are okay.
Let me see.
My mic.
Okay.
Haha.
Oh, the thumbnail is also really scuffed.
Okay. We'll start with the feedbacks in a second. Okay, I don't know if you make music, but if you do, I'm gonna send the form. We'll start with the feedbacks in a second. Okay, I don't know if you make music, but if you do, here we go. I'm gonna send the form, and then we can. All right. Where can I grab it from? Here we go. Haha. All right. I am not Enman, so I will open my thing. So I'll just name is Kyokan. I am not Enman, so I will do a lot of work open in my thing. So my sanctuary, so Kyokan, and the kind of stuff I do. A lot of work. Can I play? I guess I'll play something sanctuary yesterday, which is like I've done like a lot of future bound, the kind of stuff I do. A lot of stuff as well. I guess I'll play something I was working on yesterday. I was hoping Enwan could join. I've done like a lot of later. Come doing a lot. But I've DM'd him a couple times, and he does not seem to be. I was hoping Enwan could join, and he may later. But certainly DM'd him a couple times, and he does not seem to be on right now. I have no idea what. Unfortunate. In stream, but certainly in some of the next ones. Yeah, let me. This is a remix I did recently. In stream, what's not. I've done like a bare bones testing of the audio. I have no idea how good it's gonna be. I've done like bare bones testing to go like back and forth. I have no idea how good I've done like bare to go like back and forth. Oh, am I? That's something I did. Let me check. Am I actually echoing? That would be kind of sad. That's something I did. Let me check. Am I actually echoing? That would be kind of sad. Ah, I see why. It's capturing all of my desktop audio. That's I see why. It's capturing all of my desktop audio. I'm using Streamlabs to do like all of this, so it's a little bit unfortunate. I'm using Streamlabs to do like all of this, so it's a little bit unfortunate. I'll leave it for now. I'll have it fixed by next stream. I guess I could just leave it. I'll leave it for now. I'll have it fixed by next stream, I think. Yeah, okay. I guess oh, M1's gonna join in a second. Cool. I guess I'll wait. I guess doing that. Oh, M1's gonna join in a second. Yeah, I have Discord. I guess I'll wait for him to start doing that. If you also join our Discord, which I will, yeah, I have been to. I'm in there as well. I will. There has to be like a. If you also join our Discord, which I will drop a pin to, I'm in there as well. There has to be like a really good share link. The other thing I need to set up for the stream is like a better chat page, because the chat page I'm using is like
The other
from
thing I need to set up for
the
the stream
YouTube
is, like,
backend,
a better
is kind of scuffed. Chat
I
page,
keep having,
because the
like,
chat
alt tab
page
and
I'm
stuff.
using is like from the YouTube backend, which is kind of scuffed. So I keep having like alt tab and stuff. Come on, Enman. I am using Streamlabs, which for the most part works, but it's just, like I said, it's a bit scuffed at times. I am using Streamlabs, which for the most part works, but it is easy to use, though, which is nice. It's scuffed at times. At times it's a bit. Certainly gonna have to make a few changes. It is easy to use, though, which is nice. We're planning on doing these like bi-weekly, so certainly gonna have to make a few changes every 2 weeks. So realistically, in 2 weeks, we're planning on doing these like. Might also do one next week because we totally botched every 2 weeks. So announcements for this one, we were planning on like. Might also do one next week because we totally. Emman and I were both busy, botched, and so it just didn't end up happening. Announcements for this one, we were planning on like doing some announcements throughout the week, but Emman and I were both busy, and so it just. I'm also gonna pin the Sanctuary Discord. I'm also gonna pin the. So if y'all want to join that, you are free to. So if y'all want to join that, you are free to. Is it actually? Okay. Is it actually? I'm gonna figure out why the audio is echoing. Okay, I'm gonna figure out why the audio is echoing, because. How long have I been doing music for? I think 4 years now. How long have I been? No, almost 5. I think, which is kind of wild now. I really don't know why it would be echoing, because like I'm looking in the back end and it says, which is kind of wild, that it's fine. I really don't know why it would. It says I only have one. I'm looking in the back end and it says so. Unless that it's I open the stream. Well, it says I only have one. I'm playing on my desktop. It should be fine. So unless. Oh, how long have you been doing music for? I open the stream. In the meantime, I'll play some Future Bonk. Playing on my desktop. It should be fine. Stuff. This was like some to embed reputation thing I was working on a couple days ago. Just because I was like, I might as well. Stuff. This was like some to embed reputation. Because I know that's what a lot of our audience is doing. A couple days ago, just because I was like, I might as well. Because I know that's what. Don't mind the in it soft block. Don't mind the soft block. Wow, 7 is a long time. I'm very curious what I'll be making when I've done 7 years. Wow, 7 is a long time. I love animatic stuff. 7 years is fantastic. I love animatic stuff. Yeah, that was a Future Bonk. Starfire. Okay, I shall add you. Yeah, that was a Future Bonk. Oh hell yeah. Starfire. Okay, I shall add you. We'll end up working on something. Oh hell yeah. Bet. Let's see. Maybe we'll end up working on something. Let me see if there's anything in the forum, because I do wanna start rolling. Let's see. We'll see what let me see if there's anything in the forum, because I do wanna start rolling. Oh my god, Zandy sent in 3 things. What Zandy's a Dropbox user. I'll start with what the first one is. 6 oh my god, Zandy sent in 3 things. Let me move this over. Zandy's a Dropbox user. I'll start with what the first one is. 6 lid here. Let me move this over. First feedback. Yeah. First
prefer to.
Sorry about that.
It takes me a little bit of time because I'm doing all the stream stuff for the first time, so I'm just trying to make sure that everything's actually working, Zandy. But
Sorry about that.
It takes me a little bit of time because I'm doing all the stream stuff for the first time, so I'm just trying to make sure that everything's actually working.
Zandy, I know you're here, so
I will actually start now. I'm just gonna do the first one. You've got. I don't know if Sixlet is in the thing though. I'll leave his thing open. Zandy, I know you're here, so let me do. I'm just gonna do the first one. Let's take a listen here.
Woke up this morning, finally found my purpose. Been wandering around the streets for something urgent. And now I'm feeling higher cause I earned it. It's all because I believed I was worth it. Let's live something better, whatever the weather. 5 seconds later, that's I am here for you. Let's live something special and experimental. 4 seconds later, that's baby I am.
I like this intro. Are you all ready to build up this?
Baby, I am.
The transition there.
I
I don't know that I'm gonna skip through a little bit. I really like it. I don't know that I'm gonna skip through a little bit. So it's mostly the same. Okay. I actually really like that. I think the sound design is actually quite. So it's mostly quite nice. I mean, anything that's plucky is gonna sound. I actually really like that. I think really nice. The sound design is actually quite. First thing I noticed, your build up nice. Is really anything that's plucky is there's really not a whole lot of stuff going on here. We just have this really nice, this pluck going. So you, but then once you get to the drop, it build up is really boring. And there's really not a whole lot of stuff going on here. Where you just have this. The other thing I'd say. So then once you get to the drop, your mix is already pretty solid, but it feels a bit dry. Like I think you could have a few more like fills. I think your candy is going already pretty solid. Just have like some really nice like fills. Like the risers here are all good and whatever, but I think just a little bit more. You know, maybe like a counter melody or something, just to give like the risers here are all good, whatever. But I think is that Enman? A little bit more.
Enman. Yeah, hi.
You know, maybe like
you can hear me now.
Or something. Yes, I can. Let's see if the stream can hear more spice and make it exciting.
Okay, so my camera apparently isn't working for some reason.
Yes, I can.
So
let's see if the stream.
For now,
just have to stick with me.
Yeah. Hi everyone.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me just have to stick with me. Let me, I guess, screen share the thing so you can hear it at the same time as I'm hearing it.
Yeah,
let
sure.
me
watch.
Let me, I guess, screen share the thing so you can hear it at the same time as I'm hearing it. Yeah, no problem. And I don't know how many other submissions we have. Yeah, I'll get to the next one. Yeah, no problem. Kinek, are you in chat? And I don't know how many other submissions we have. Yeah, I'll get to the next one.
Hi.
Kinek, are you in
cool
chat?
Guy.
If so, say hi.
How are you guys? You good? Okay, I've heard
nice thumbnail.
Yeah, nice thumbnail. I think I've heard this one before.
Have you?
I'm not sure.
Let me. Nice thumbnail. See, let's give it a play. Have you?
Oh no, never mind.
VIP.
Yeah.
I already like this style. VIP. Chat, is the audio all good, by the way? Just want to make sure. Chat, is the audio all good, by the way?
Okay, that was a switch.
Everywhere I run and everywhere I hide, I find you. I can't escape, can't escape your love. It's following me. I'm afraid that I won't move on if you never leave. The darkness is caving in. There's no way we're saving this. I think that we're going down.
I have to say, I like this vocal.
The darkness is caving in.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
It's coming. Whoa.
Wow.
All right. Whoa. All right. I hear where this is going. I hear where this is going. The outro makes it a lot clearer. The outro makes it a lot clearer.
Yeah, I remember this ID. It used to be called Find the Light or something like that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Enman coming in with the lore.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to start? I don't know what to say.
Enman coming in
honestly.
with the lore. I think one of the things overall is like, it's pretty clear to me that the production is still a lot of work in progress. I think one of the things overall focus is like, more on the sound design stuff. It's pretty clear to me that the production is still a lot of work in progress. So I'll focus I kind of hear what you're going for with the chords, with this really like crystally drop just like a thing. I think if you are gonna do that, you need to make. I kind of hear what you're going for with the chords, with this really like crystally or have it where it's. I think if you are gonna do that, you need to make counter to the lead versus like going at the same time, or have it where it's. I'm not sure as like what sort of resources to the lead versus like the sound going at the same time. Definitely. I'm not sure. To be the guy, but like take a look at sort of like tutorials, you know, check out some EU5 stuff. Definitely play around with that. I hate to be the guy, but like the track is really quite tutorials, you know. So I would say remove a lot of the low end and low mids. Play around with that because that'll actually give space. The track is really quite muddy. All of that. So I would say remove a lot of high end, especially with the color mids, colorful sound design. Because that'll actually give. You really want to make sure that your high end has a lot of space, you know. Crystally high end, especially with the colorful sound design.
Yeah, there's definitely really like sure a lot of things that can be worked on the mix. Breathe. So, yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. I'll say, the drop is pretty cool. The whole idea is really great, and I think you could work more on having a sort of less compressed master as well. Because it's a little bit too compressed, I think. And yeah, that's.
It sounds like a lot of OTT. Guys, I'll try and fix the echo, but I really don't know why.
It's still going?
It sounds like a lot of OTT. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure. Guys, I'll try and fix the echo, but I really don't know why it's
I
echoing.
don't know. I can hear you like
I'm not
normally,
sure.
but
Not sure why though.
on the stream.
Did that fix it, or did it make it worse? Could have made it worse. I'll see in a second if chat knows whether that helped or not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't open it on my stream because that will probably also double it.
I can try to open it here and let you know.
Cool.
Let's see.
That would be nice. In the meantime, I'm gonna open the next ID. I think it's fixed. Hey, let's go. My webcam was,
cool.
Let's go. Okay. Problem
Let's go.
solving on the stream.
Nice.
Very exciting. Here we go. Okay. I love this thumbnail.
Wait, the stream isn't loading for me. What? My internet is
Ah.
okay. Okay, now, yeah, okay.
Can you still see the Discord stream?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, next feedback. And yeah,
Next
by the way,
song.
I'll before I get into this one, let me resend the feedback thing just so that y'all have it.
Okay. Oh, by the way, let me like promo the stream in other servers. 1 second.
Okay, sounds good. I will. There we go. But yeah, send to the form. We'll take a look at it. If you guys are also in our Discord, like it's up in the announcements there. So,
Yep.
just one more reason to join our Discord server.
You should definitely join our Discord server.
All right, for now, Kanki. Kanki was the first person in the stream, so I hope he's still here. And get some of that good feedback for him. Is that very? The intro is very soft. It's also very quiet. Wait. Ooh, it's kind of jazzy. Curious what this is gonna end up as.
Okay, interesting builder. I like it.
Yeah, I'm already interested.
Ooh.
Okay. I really like this chord progression, actually. I was kind of digging it. Hello, Sandy. I'm glad you're
Yeah,
here. These-
yeah, proof that you can use non-generic chord progressions. Please stop using the same chord progression.
Exactly. Although to be fair, I sometimes tend to use the same ones, but that's just a lady.
Yeah, no worries. I do as well. But
Okay, I'd be curious how long you've been producing for, because this definitely sounds really interesting. I will say, like, once we get to the feedback, there's definitely a lot of stuff where it's just like, I feel like maybe you just need more experience with production, or you just need to up the production game of like
Yeah.
the mixing and stuff. But the idea here is definitely interesting. It's fresh, which is sometimes really desperately missing. Yeah. Definitely like those vibes. this and Reeseville is crazy.
Love it.
Do you want to go
Um,
first?
Yeah, sure. I want to say that I really like the songwriting. It's for me the strongest point, let's say, that the song has. I really like the melody. I really like the chord progression. Yeah, especially the chord progression is really great. Um, I do think for future bounds, there's some songs, I mean, there's some sounds that you'll you'll you could use to fit more with the genre, but I guess you, as you like keep producing, you start getting better at like choosing sounds that fit better with future bounds. So that's the first thing, like the sound selection could be worked. I can't really tell you like what sounds to use, because that's something you'll learn like as you keep going, but it definitely has a lot of potential. I really like the songwriting, the mixing. It could be work, but at the end, I don't really, I'm not an expert on mixing, so Kyokan will have to uh, advise you on that.
Mm-hmm.
And and yeah, it's a great idea. It's
Yeah.
original, which is like a really good thing for a track.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, I really like when something surprises me, and that was definitely a surprise. Mixing
Yeah.
stuff, I think I want to home in on the main point, which is like you really don't, the low end is very clearly missing. Like there's really a lack of sub. I don't know. I'm gonna see if this, I have an EQ that I have on my Chrome, and I think if we pull this
Ooh.
up, we'll see that there's really not a lot of, let me see, does it show up in the Streamlabs? It
Yeah,
does.
I also felt like the
Sure.
bass was, I don't know if it's because the saw is really low in volume or because the bass is really like high in pitch.
I think it's a combination of both. I just really I'm missing that like 50 hertz sub that's like will fill up and really give
Yeah.
like a foundation for the low end. So I would say big one is if you have a sub already, try dropping it by an octave and see how that sounds. If you have a sub that's playing on like a C, for example, it's gonna sound either too high or too low. You could consider changing keys to make it work, or you could do something more complicated like having two subs. Um, but I would just check and make sure that if you do have a sub that's playing that like 50 hertz low end, that you just boost it so that it's in balance. I think the other thing is like the leads here. I actually really like that you have these like like they're like bending and stuff.
Yeah, the pitch bends.
I really like the bend.
The
I think it might be a little too long of a portamento sending though, because I really felt like I was like it was moving, but it was moving a bit too slowly for me. So you could try messing around with that. And I think layer, it's one of the things that layering is kind of hard, but it's definitely an important part of future bounce because of the kind of sounds you're going to be using. You want to make sure that you're using a lot of layering to make interesting like fat sounds. Because right now
I'll
it's
say
the lead sounds quite
I'll say
soft.
you should also try to focus on not only like just putting a lot of layers, but try to maybe keep up to 5 or 6 layers and make them choose sounds that are as different from one another as you can. Because if there's like really no point, I used to do that mistake a lot, which was doing a synth which was like 10 layers, but pretty much all of them were saw layers which sounded pretty much the same, and you are not really getting the most that you can get out of layering if you get sounds that are pretty much similar to each other.
That's actually a really good piece of feedback. That's really well said.
Yeah, you should check that out.
For sure. I hope that helps. But
Yeah.
please, I hope we come to the next one and you bring more like funky chord progressions because
Oh yes, please.
was
That chord
exciting.
progression was really
All
great.
right, Afkara LP. We also have a description here. Um, yeah, getting permission from Zed would definitely be a bit hard.
But let's take
Yeah.
a listen to this.
I see what you're wearing. There's nothing beneath it. Forgive me for staring. Forgive me for breathing. We might not know why. We might not know how. But baby, tonight we're beautiful now. We're beautiful now. We're beautiful now.
Really like the vocal processing.
These strings are quite nice, actually.
So far, really, really great.
We're beautiful.
All right.
Yeah. Love the stuff.
Wherever it's going, I'm gonna chase it. What's left of this moment, I'm not gonna waste it. Stranded together, our worlds have collided. This won't be forever, so I try to fight it.
Ooh. All right. Let's get bored on it, okay? Yeah. No worries. Go
Beats
go
me.
enjoy your party, man. Have a good time.
Oh yeah, have fun. This is really, really great.
Mm.
I don't know. You should start because I have pretty much nothing to say.
I was kind of hoping you start because I was gonna collect my thoughts. Let me. I mean, I'll say overall, like the production is actually pretty solid on this one. Like the layering's pretty good. The basses are good. The
I like the idea.
sub is
The
solid. The
sound
ID is
selection.
good. I mean, obviously, it's like it's kind of hard to go off of like the vocals of being like a remix and all. Like the vocals are obviously to start really good.
Yeah.
Actually, I like what you're doing here. I would say with these types of breakdowns though, like as cool as this is, I have heard it a bunch of times. Over it's
True.
kind of at this point like a very I don't want to say generic, but like a very standard type of future bounce breakdown you hear. So I would say maybe in here try and find ways to make this even more interesting or include sounds that aren't typical of the future bounce genre to really make it pop.
Yeah, I could try to make that a little bit more original by adding different sounds.
Mm-hmm. I really wish I had like more feedback, but I don't really have more thoughts than that.
I would say the only thing I could notice is the vocal for me is like a little bit low in volume.
Mm.
Sometimes it's a little bit hard to understand the lyrics. But other than that, it's pretty solid.
That's perhaps
Great
the
remix.
only thing I think you could that's like really concrete that I can talk about is like the master level. I'll pull up something of my own, and I'll just for like a reference to compare.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't.
You want to pull
I
up? I'll pull
couldn't.
up your track actually.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, because your track is really nicely produced. Wait, wait.
I'm
I
getting some
misspelled it.
really,
Yeah,
really
we
loud masters. I don't
Mine,
know how.
mine.
like just to compare the volume. Like you can tell there's quite a significant difference in volume.
Yeah.
I would say as well, like Emon. Not to
I
say
mean,
against
I
you,
have to
Afkara, but
say,
like Emon's production is also really good. But that's like just one of the things where you can just tell the volume difference makes a difference, especially on SoundCloud.
yeah. Although I have to say that you shouldn't go for as much as I go for, because my tracks end up being way too compressed, and I noticed that after I finish the renders. But
I see, I see.
yeah, maybe make it a little bit louder.
It is quite a cool remix, though. I see.
Yeah, I really like it.
I have a couple more things from Zandy. I have this thing as well, which I got was submitted many hours ago, so I don't know if this person is here, but I figure we'll take a listen to it, and then we can go back
Oh,
to
sure.
some of more of Zandy's and Kinetics stuff.
Sure.
Because they sent a bunch of other submissions.
Let me check the forum actually.
Yeah.
Drank our feelings away, now I don't wanna stay. We fought all night and I prayed that the feeling would fade, but it's too little too late. And I'm so over it, I can't.
Sorry to pause. I've got one of the things as well is just like if you have like a good mix, like just make sure sometimes if you're struggling with volume, you just need to turn your limiter up, and if you're not using a limiter, that would obviously help. I don't know. I assume most people are using limiters, but sometimes I talk to people and they're like, "What's a limiter?"
Actually, this is kind of fun because I don't really use limiters.
What do you use?
Okay, my little trick is that I take a clipper, the Fruity Soft clipper, and then I basically take the volume as high as I can without it, distorting a lot. And then the clipper kind of, it's like sort of pretty much an invisible limiter. Like you can't really tell that the track is being limited. So
You know what I do as well? Sometimes for some of the masters I do, and this is a trick that I forget where I learned it from. I learned it from another mastering engineer that I was talking to. And what he did is to get really loud masters for dance tracks, what he'll do is he'll actually do clipping before limiting. And what that does basically, so sometimes when you have a really loud track, you'll have some elements that are particularly loud or like louder than everything else. Or just some transients or peaks that are just going to be like doubled or just significantly louder, and the clipper is just going to chop those off. So I use FL Studio, so I'm using like Fruity Wave Shaper, which is just chops everything off at 0 with the default preset, and then after that limits so that you get the limiter isn't trying to work as hard basically to catch those big peaks, and you can have it at a more comfortable setting, and it's actually going to help you get like more loudness. There's some people as well who use like 2 limiters with different settings. I've done that before as well.
I've never tried. What I usually do is just I use a compressor and then the clipper after that. But it's a really good trick, honestly. I might try it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Afkar, if you're using that, sorry we're talking so much about like theoreticals. I'll set it up for the next stream so that I can open FL at times and like physically show you guys what I'm talking about, because I realize it might be a little bit difficult to understand when I'm just saying it and not showing you what I mean. But yeah, if you're having problems with volume, if you're using Pro L, just like try turning it up and see what happens. Obviously, just use your ears and see what sounds good, but that I will go back to this ID though. I'll go back to
also
feedback.
have in mind that it's more important to keep your track not distorting and being over compressed than getting a lot of volume, because if you can get your track to be like maybe a little close to the volume you want to get to, and make it still sound like good and don't mess up your mix. That's probably more important than getting a whole lot of volume.
I agree there.
Why am I seeing the stream delay?
Sorry?
I'm seeing the stream delay for some reason. Okay, now it works.
Oh, okay.
Drank our feelings away, now I don't wanna stay. Before the night and I prayed that the feeling would fade, but it's too little too late. And I'm so over it, so over it. I can't do this no more. So here I go, that's it. I'm calling it quits, so watch me walk out the door. If you say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay and keep you close? Don't go
Love this type of changes. Okay, you want to start?
No, but I'll start. I really like the swap up halfway. That's definitely cool. I'm perhaps not the best person to talk about this, but I will say the melody stuck out as being like good. I feel like it's close to being good. But I would say maybe change around with the notes. I feel like it's going in a lot of branching off in a couple of different directions, and you could simplify it even a bit more. And that might help just make it more catchy, and then you can focus on maybe adding them back some more complexity into other elements and stuff.
Yeah, well, for me, I really think it as well has a lot of potential. Um, I'll say something that helps a lot in making your melodies more interesting. Sometimes you have to take a look at the slides, the pitch bends, because many times I found myself with melodies that sometimes they sound like a little repetitive or a little simple, and when you know how to use like cool pitch bends that make your lead sound more like a vocal, it definitely makes your melody more catchy, more interesting. And that's something I've started doing a lot, which is making melodies that are more simple and more similar to what a singer will sing, instead of something that's completely like that only a synthesizer can do. So yeah, something that like in short, I think that making your synths sound like more closer to what a human voice will sound usually makes your melodies more interesting.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think pitch slides and pitch gliding is one of the, if you're gonna do future bounce, it's really a skill you have to learn more so than in other
Yeah,
genres of dance music. Like it's really a core part of that.
and I think like there's pretty much no pitch bends here in this one, which is something that
Really? Wait, let me take it. You are right. There are
yeah, there's I mean there might be, but they're a little too
they're not doing
uh
enough then if they're
yeah.
there.
You should the speech bends are really really overlooked sometimes, especially I've overlooked them many times in the past. And since I started taking more time to actually make some cool slide notes, it helps a lot to your lead and to your melody.
I have another dandy one here. Want to? Hopefully that helps you, Six Led.
Oh, okay. Afkara says something which is pretty interesting, which is that you can also make them more like a vocal by layering vocal chops into the lead. And he says he noticed Palm does that a decent lot. which is true as well. Like you can try to what I've done, what I've started doing recently is also using one shots for making a feature bounce lead, and usually you try to go for one shots that are like vocal one shots if you can, and it actually makes your lead more interesting, I think,
Yeah.
because
I
in
mean, the
the
human
past,
voice is amazing. Like you really get
yeah,
a lot of sound, and you just have these very natural and organic sounding resonances out of vocals. So your lead ends up sounding really full, especially if you have a lot of like serumy sounding, like very sawy type of leads
yeah,
going on. It'll help a lot.
yeah.
All right, I think this is
Ooh, aggressive.
I'm curious what he's gonna do with this. Okay,
Great, really great. Hi, Green Dragon. Welcome.
send a by the way, I'm gonna go for like another 10 minutes. All right.
Okay. Um, can I start?
Yeah, you
Can
can
I
start.
start? Okay. I want to say I really like, especially the breaks and the build up. The drop could have some work in the songwriting, because I believe that this kind of drop, it has potential. I kind of get where you wanted to go to, but I think you could try to use like a a faster rhythm, like using uh more repetition, more notes in one bar, because it kind of feels like you get the build up, which is like really strong, but then the drop feels like if like a slowdown, which should not happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I think you could try to use yeah, more, having more notes in one bar. I don't know how to really explain that in English, but um yeah, it's instead of like having one note per bar, having two or four, not really four, but having like more repetitions and trying a different rhythm as well, playing with notes that are not really aligned with the kick, but like in like a counterpoint.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, some
and yeah, that
syncopation and
could,
stuff.
yeah, exactly, that could help the drop a
Mhm.
lot, I think.
I will say and I'm gonna load in the remaining feedback stuff. Meantime, I
Sure.
think my first thought is like one, this doesn't really feel like a remix yet. Like the melody is, I think, pretty much exactly the same as the original. And I mean, if you're gonna change it later, I think if you try some of the stuff that Emma's talking about, that'll help a lot because we'll get more of that difference from the original. Um, and I kind of agree. It needs a little more sauce to it. I like the fills and stuff you got going in between. I think you could even lean harder into that and make it even more like fills and like having these spots where it opens up and you have some crazy fill or effect going. But I do
Yeah,
really like the drums and like the intro you have. So I would say
yeah.
keep working on this, and play around with the lead sound a bit because I like it, but I don't love it.
Yeah, the lead, I think the lead in the drop is cool, but I'm not sure if it really fits with the rest of the drop sounds. You could try
Mm-hmm.
to go for a different lead, probably a more plucky lead, and having less sustained notes for that kind of drums that you're having, which are like really good for feature bounce and fast rhythms, which is what I mentioned before. You could try to go for drops, a drop that's a little bit more um, maybe bouncy. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Alrighty. Next. Feedback. Feedback. Next ID. Yeah. Next thing. Yeah, I already like the intro. It's very like swoopy.
The artwork really good.
Oh yeah. And it's fine. I like this style as well.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it.
It's cool. I have. Okay, I'll go. I think if starting with you, I'll go first. I have my first thought was I really like what you're going for. I think if you're gonna do it like this though, and with this type of melody, try having alternating lead sounds. Like it really feels like it's missing a structure or like more storyline to it. Because you have this melody that's doing like da 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 da. And it sort of maintains that like type of rhythm. But I think if you just have like different leads that are going between the different repetitions, that might help a lot, and it'll make it feel more interesting.
I just have one thing for this track that I really want to specify. I mean, there's a lot that could be worked on, but I think that those details are something that you'll eventually learn by yourself, and then there's like there's always stuff that we can't really explain you how to do specifically. But the one thing that I think is pretty specific for me in this track that I think could be worked is that I believe it's the third chord in the drop. Oh, 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm not sure where Emma was going to go with that, but I will respond to chat in the meantime. Green Dragon, yeah, I'm also figuring out that there's story to music. It's for me also a hard thing. I would say it's good not to be repetitive, but also take into account that, especially for the type of music that we're making, like dance music, there's a certain element of repetition that's intentionally done to make it, catchy and interesting. And the not being repetitive comes in how you keep things simple but make them interesting.
Hi,
Which
I'm
is a
back.
long way of saying, yeah, just like be repetitive but in a good way, which isn't really helpful.
True. Yeah, what I was gonna say before, it's that I'm not really a fan of the third chord in the drop. I don't like the last chord in the chord progression. It doesn't like. Yeah, that one. There's something I
This one?
don't. Yeah,
It doesn't really
there's
have anything
something.
concrete to it. Like I don't really feel much from it.
There's something I don't like about it, and it might be probably that the bass is playing a note that it should not be playing, or that the chord isn't really the same chord as the one in the bass note. I can't really tell, but yeah, that you should check that chord and see that. Make sure that the bass note is also the root note of the chord that you're using. Because I believe it has to do with some notes being just off, and I can't really tell by listening right now. But you should check that. I don't know. But yeah, overall, great idea. I like it. Kind of spooky
Mhm.
as well.
Alrighty. This will be the last feedback of the night. Green Dragon, I'm glad
On
you could
my
make it
own.
to the stream.
Wait. We're actually. I'm pretty sure we are releasing this one.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
I just
Okay.
accept,
Then
I
this
just
is a
accepted it
teaser
like,
stream, guys.
yeah,
Well,
like a week ago. What? Okay. Well,
Green Dragon, you didn't know? All right. Well, you know now. You heard it from the boss.
wait, what? We talk on Label Radar, didn't we? I'm confused now. Yeah, you're
Well,
in the
let's see
schedule,
if this
man.
is the same one.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is on my own, but yeah, it is.
All right. Look forward to a release on Sanctuary at some point. Oh, it's this one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We got you, Green Dragon. We get you that feedback. Yeah. Hey, there is pitch map on it. Or at least some kind of pitch mappy effect.
Well, what can I say? I mean, we signed it because we liked it, so yeah, you can already tell it's pretty good. But the one thing I still listen to it and I think it could be worked, which is very very specific, is that little filter on the middle of the two drops. It's maybe too how can I say this? It goes too low. Like you pretty much close all frequencies when doing that filter, and it kind of gets silent for a second. The drop gets like really low in volume. So you could try like making the high cut less aggressive. Like don't just close all the frequencies, just close the higher ones and then open it back again.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I'm really happy with the song. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I think to go off the filter thing, I agree it's too low. You can either make the shelf less steep. So if I don't know what filter, it sounds like it's doing like 24 dB per octave or something. You could take it and make it 18 or 12, and that might help, or just have it at a higher threshold, so don't make the filter go to as low of a frequency. I obviously have like a billion like nitpicks I could do, so if you want feedback, I'll give you some pretty concrete feedback. I would say number one, and if you want feedback, I'll be pretty, I guess, straight or like very direct about it. So I think your low end is too wide. So I would go onto the master and just like test it out a bit. Take an imager and just make sure that everything from 0 to 100 hertz is almost completely mono. It doesn't have to be like 100%. I would say just if you have ozone imager, like 8 or 9, just take 0 to 100, make it like maybe minus 60%. Take 0 to 400 and try around like minus 20%. Maybe minus 15 is all you need, but try like minus 20%, and take like 400 to 800 and reduce that by like 10 to 15%. And I think what you're going to hear is your high end is going to feel way wider, because the way this sounds right now,
Yeah.
your bass is really, really wide. And what happens with low end specifically, and I noticed this with a lot of future bounce tracks that I feel aren't well mixed, is that the low end takes up a lot of space. And so people are like, oh, like my high end, I don't have enough high end, I don't have enough high end. When the problem isn't actually
Yeah.
with what you're doing on the high end, it's what's going on in the low end. Because the frequency spectrum is all like related. So the things you do on the low end affect how you hear the high end, and the things you do on the high end also affect how you hear the low end and the mids, and kind of goes on forever.
Yeah, because you have like a maximum level that you can reach, and it's like dividing everything into percentages. Like if you have your low end taking 60%, then the rest of the frequency spectrum is going to take less volume. right? So you're gonna hear it less.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say something, but I kind of forgot. So
I think as well. Let me
yeah.
take. I think once you fix that imaging problem, it's already gonna sound better. You could also, yes, for sure, of course, it's all about contrast. You can
Oh,
remove some of like 250 maybe just by like a dB or two. Take a bell. It could be on your master, but it could probably just be on your leads. Go to 10 kilohertz and just bring that up a little bit because it'll add a lot of clarity.
I just remember what I was about to say, and it's that because I'm listening to the submissions through Discord, through the screen share. I can't. I'm listening in mono, so
Oh, are
I
you?
don't.
Does
Yeah.
Discord really share in mono?
Wait, can you play that? Let me actually check. Can you hit
Because
play?
it should be good audio quality.
Oh no. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm just wait. Anyway, it's because I'm using just one of two headphones, so I can hear when someone calls me.
I see.
But yeah.
Yeah, no
Okay.
worries. Also, by the way, Green Dragon, if you have like other questions and stuff, like you can always DM me. Like for all the people who are releasing on Sanctuary, you can at any time just like send me a DM, ask for feedback.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, working on this. Like, I tend to also like if we're thinking about signing something, I'll usually also have like feedback of stuff that could be changed. So yeah, by any
Yes.
means, if you have stuff, send it to me. In DMs and stuff. Also make sure. I think if we're gonna sign it, we should also have him in the artist exclusive chat, so you can also
Oh, the
send
thing
stuff in
is,
there, and like I'm happy to feedback.
yeah, the thing is, since we had like a few cancelled releases, I only give the role to people who have already signed the contract, and I haven't sent him the contract yet. I'm pending to make it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, as soon as I have the contract and you sign it, I'll give you access to all the chats and stuff.
Bet. But yeah, again, you wanna send me stuff in DM? Bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hope.
of course. And if you update it and you want more feedback, again, just you can send it to me. Iman, I don't know if he can send it to you. You can tell him.
Yeah. You can send to me as well. You can actually always like, even if you're not signed with those, just you can use the feedback channel, and Kyokan is usually pretty active there.
I am.
He usually
Indeed.
gives you like, I mean, you're more active than me, so I'll try to be more active. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of hard, but if you have like a track that you want to have some short feedback on, you could send it there, and we'll just give you feedback via message instead of on the stream.
Yeah, the stream is good because it gives us a little more like time.
Yeah, we
because like
can.
obviously if I write like my problem is like writing 2 paragraphs of feedback is a little challenging where it's like
Yeah,
suddenly it's just a lot of typing. Whereas if I can just say it and we can listen to it and we can also interact in chat and stuff, it's much more
exactly.
fluid. And in my
Yeah.
opinion, it's also a lot of fun to just be live and like do this kind of stuff. So,
That's been pretty fun.
yeah, this was a really fun stream. I'm surprised at how well this went. Very little broke. We fixed the echoing problem,
Yeah.
but we got some really cool stuff to feedback. I'm definitely excited to do this again. I wanna, Eman, we'll talk over the coming days about like I have some ideas of how we can up the production quality for the next stream, so it's a little more robust because it's a bit scuffed.
I also try to work on the artwork, which I told you I was gonna make like an artwork design for the series.
Let's go.
And also we should find like, I don't know, we should find a different name for the series, like something more I don't know,
Yeah.
special.
Chat, maybe you guys have ideas, but like I don't know. I'm thinking like Sanctuary Saturday feedback. But that the feedback thing,
Ooh.
like But like I'm thinking if we do it every Saturday, like Sanctuary Saturday is like has the
Yeah, that would be cool. You could also like take this as not only like reacting to tracks, but also like, I don't know how to call that, like a podcast thingy where
almost
we kind
yeah.
of, yeah.
It certainly has podcast vibes. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to come every Saturday, but I'm gonna try to make time every Saturday. We were thinking about
I'll
doing
try
this
to be.
bi-weekly, but this might also be a thing we can do like every week, and we might switch. We might do like a feedback stream one week, and then a different kind of stream, another week.
That'll be
I
pretty cool.
have, I mean, I have a bunch of ideas, you know, in my
Yeah.
in my notes of all kinds of stuff we could do with the stream.
Well, if we
So
do
look
it every
forward to that,
Saturday, I'll
guys.
try to join on every stream. I can't promise I'll be in everyone
Yeah.
in every stream, but I'll try to.
For sure, for sure. I also want to see if we can bring some of our artists, like if they're releasing that week, to go into the
Oh
thing.
yes, that will be cool.
But yeah, thank you guys very much for joining. Emma, do you have any ideas you want to leak before we go?
Oh sure, actually, I could leak something.
Let's
I'm
go. Let's
working on.
go. Get you guys something to leak.
Oh, we share your screen. What's this? Wait, let me open FL. Ooh,
You have, oh, you want to do it through FL? Okay, let me.
yeah.
This is gonna be. Wait, how am I gonna do this?
This one might be coming out in Bound City soon. I don't know, but I'm gonna share it
I will.
so you can listen.
Let me check the.
Hope the screen share quality isn't like
Yeah, I
trash.
think it'll come through on my desktop audio, so you guys will at least hear it. You won't
Okay.
see the project. We'll get cool artwork to throw up on the screen. Well, I'll throw up your
Yeah,
Inside
sure.
My Mind artwork.
Ooh, let's see.
ID reviews. Yeah, I mean, if it's ID reviews, it'll kind of be. ID reviews is
Yeah,
a
it's
decent
pretty-
name, actually.
It's
Here's
good.
a link.
Let's see if I can go live now. Oh, the thing is, if you open the stream,
I
the
like
audio
your train of thought there, Green Dragon.
might be repeating over and over. I don't know how to. Should I mute your?
No. I mean, I can
Okay.
stop streaming, but it won't feedback loop.
Okay.
All right.
Let me know if you can like. Wait, you said you weren't gonna like. You're gonna be able to see my screen or?
No, but it should come through because your voice is coming through the desktop audio, so your stream should also come through. I have the sound up.
Okay, let's see. Oh wait, my audio settings are error could not initialize rendering in shared mode. Okay, this is okay. We're having some issues here.
We're making you guys wait. Sanctuary Saturday Help Office. Okay, that's a great
that's
start
kinda
to a
long,
name.
but
Wait,
it's great. It's great.
we
I like
gotta
it.
get the synonym generator.
Condenser
Help
micro. Why
Office
can't I?
Synonym.
I don't understand. Is it because I'm on Discord? I usually can. I can usually share my screen normally.
Sanctuary
Sanctuary
Help.
creative, but not sure.
Sanctuary Saturday Support. How does that sound?
Okay, that's actually pretty good. I like it.
That's a
I'm
great
liking it.
start. And we should make like a good thumbnail that like explains it a little bit. Bound City release?
Let me restart my PC. What? Wait, can you repeat that?
Green Dragon said, "Yo, Bound City release." I don't know what the delay is with the stream, so my chat might just be severely delayed. So I might be reading messages from like a million years ago, or there might just be some...
No. When I think I understand his comment. I didn't mean it's releasing like on Bouncy as a label, but like on Bouncy IDs.
Ah,
Like
I
it's
see.
going. Yeah. Bouncy is actually not taking submissions at the moment, so.
I think I did see that.
Wait, I still can't. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I guess it's not possible this stream because it isn't.
I mean, I think I
Oh,
shared this
wait.
at the beginning of the stream, but I can share something.
Wait, what if I have? Okay, I have actually a render of this one. I can just open SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Never
if
mind.
you can also just send it to me on SoundCloud and I can play it from there.
Oh sure, I'll send you the link.
While you do that,
Please
I
don't.
will leak my bad reputation type. Yeah, I'll share my screen so you can hear it as well.
Ooh, sure.
It's not that good. It's just like I was
Let's
messing
see.
around and I
Okay, so I sent it to you on.
So you guys can roast my future bounce.
So generic. Delete this right now. Take it
F.
down.
How dare you use
F.
this? Dirty palm clap 2, let's go.
That's graphic stuff.
Fired from Sanctuary.
Guys, I need everyone to roast Kyokan on the chat, please. Roast is cool. Yeah, put the most random comment that you can.
What
Let's
can
see
I say,
that chat.
guys?
Let's see that chat. I need the roast.
See, I'm doing the reviewing, but maybe a chat is better than me.
Wait, I can't see the chat now.
I think the chat's
Okay.
just moving slow.
YouTube. Classic move. YouTube.
Oh, let me
YouTube
open
does
here.
that.
There we go. Here it is. I forgot I was on Do Not Disturb. I was waiting to get pinged. Here we go.
Okay. This is an ID
All right,
with
guys. ID
Atomic.
leak.
ID leak. ID leak.
ID leak. Woo.
ID leak.
We're going down. I'll leave this town. About to lose my own.
Nice roll.
'Cause you're everything I've ever
Breaks were
known.
made by Atomic, aka Velocity.
Saying things
Oh, they're his vocals?
But yeah,
I like that we're talking as well, so no one can steal them.
yeah. Deep
Protect the ID.
Yeah. I stole this track from anything.
You're listening to a Sanctuary exclusive.
I stole this track from Enman.
You took me through hell and under your spell, gaslighting and the words well. Could you leave me so beside? I hope you hate yourself beside it.
Couldn't even disable the fucking side thing.
What did you need to disable?
Couldn't even disable the side thing. So bad. Like, bro, there's no kick. Why didn't you do an automation? You're so lazy. What?
It happens, man. But that's really cool. Bum, bum, bum.
Thank you. I started working on it yesterday. Atomic sent me like a break idea, and I made a drop.
That's from yesterday?
I think. Oh wait, is it before yesterday? I think it's yesterday. Yeah.
Man,
Oh,
I'm
no,
so
no, no, no.
slow. I'm like,
No, never mind, never mind. It's from like 3-4 days ago, but I haven't worked on it since then. So I should keep working on it, definitely.
alrighty. I think with that, I gotta go make food before I expire.
Yeah.
Because I have not
Um,
eaten in many hours.
Well, enjoy your meal.
Will do. This is a really fun stream though. I hope everybody
Yeah.
else enjoyed it as much as I did.
Nice to be here.
Indeed.
See you next
And
time, guys.
we'll be back maybe next week or maybe the week after. This time we'll actually
Or maybe
we'll
never.
make sure
Who
to
knows?
coordinate it a
Who
little bit better.
knows? Maybe never. Maybe we'll
Maybe
leave.
this is the only stream we ever do. It's a
Sanctuary
complete
is
lie, and it's the
cancelled.
only time we ever stream.
I'm closing Sanctuary tomorrow, guys.
Okay, now the
I'm
chat.
make-
I think the chat is just like delayed by a
Really-
significant amount.
Really, really delayed. Like I'm
Hmm.
seeing comments from your ID now. Anyway, yeah, when they listen to us, we will be already like gone. So,
Yeah, we'll just be not here. We might see the
So
chat logs, but
hello from the future, guys.
indeed. There we go. Man, these
Yeah,
melodies are
now
driving.
he's listening to the
I just
drum.
want to say the comments that actually came in from the chat.
This is so funny. Man, these melodies are goated. Thank you, man.
Woo.
Anyway,
Already though, yeah. We'll
yeah,
see
you
you
should go
guys
with-
next week. Obviously, I'll put the link to our Discord one more time. But
join our
come
Discord server
join
now.
our Discord server
Join.
if you're not already in
Join,
there. We'll make
join.
all of our like announcements and stuff in there. You guys can obviously interact with us there. So Discord. But yeah,
Join our
see you
Discord
guys.
server now.
Bye.